sports. It's in the game.
Yep, you've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whap, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Ritter now to throw on their first play. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And running with power here. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. That went out wide and intercepted. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it. And the Jets are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On play action, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Next to score, Raiders 7, Jets nothing. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On play action, now Rodgers. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Play action, now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play. It's to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. A good pickup there, a 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. That's good, hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Into about the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll roll him out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Seven, our score after 1. second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Come on. Hit. 19 Tiger.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Slot man moves right. Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Daniels. Quick slant to Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Robinson up the middle, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw is Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders 7, Jets nothing. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Set up. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Daniels now on 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now 2nd and 9. Now Daniels. And this is caught at the 8. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it'll be Robinson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Seibert on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next is fixed the score. Commanders 14, Jets nothing. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter.
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
A first down throw for Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 27 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Commanders 21, Jets 7. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Straight ahead is Hall. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Hall again. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them?
Touchdown! It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Henry up the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now a handoff to Henry. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Henry, touchdown, Baltimore. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Open man here is Conklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. He hits Adams complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, they go again with Henry. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Jackson now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. That is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a 2nd and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. On first down, right back to Hall. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. Now Jackson steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll go again with Hall. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now Rodgers. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. You can almost see inside his face mesh there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the score. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this returnable for Sims. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking deep downfield.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
57, Mike, 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game is now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is He's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ball again on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Hall again. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really,